How's it going, guys? I'm making sure my mic's unmuted. It is unmuted. Hope everyone's doing all right. What a game it was last night, guys. Get your comments in. Get your views in. I thought, do you know what? It's probably one of the better performances this season. Can't lie. Get your comments in. There's nothing much to say. I want your views. Get people in here, obviously live as well, and we'll talk about the Arsenal game as well. I think the main thing really is about the Rennes victory. Let's go.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a night last night was. Anyway, Rebecca, appreciate you coming in. Anyone else that says hi? Oh, here he comes. Do you think Vestergaard should play on Sunday? Oh, for fuck's sake. No. In fact, no, he shouldn't be. No. Just that one game I thought it needed to start, but hey ho. Dorquo says, good job. We got 2 goals at once. We're struggling. I thought that Kelechi goal was big. That Kelechi goal was huge. I think if we went in with a 1-0 win, it would have been tight. All it takes is them to score at their place and it's all level again. So now they've got to at least score 3 to even try and get to win the game at the moment. So 2-0 is brilliant for us. Lee Baker says, no, I'm guessing that's Vestergaard. I wouldn't either. Not against Arsenal, not with their pace they have in their front line. But yeah, so obviously we've got quite a few topics to talk about today. Obviously, Rennes game. A few players that stood out yesterday for me, I think, was fair play. We'll talk about that a bit later. 3 clean sheets on the bounce. Can't complain, can we really? I don't think we can see it happening on Sunday. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be negative. I just can't see the clean sheet there. Obviously talking about Arsenal and then obviously the score coming into the Arsenal game. But a few more comments before we get people in. Need a win Sunday. With the way we're playing, I can see it happening. I just don't think we'll get a clean sheet again. They're playing brilliantly at the moment. I think they've not conceded in... Oh, sorry, they're not lost in about 8 or 9 games. So it's going to be a very tough one. Dan, appreciate coming in. Obviously, we know each other personally as well. Dale, Sunday's game will let us know if we have turned a corner or not. We'll just play with the cracks. Thing is, it's a hard one with us now. I take a draw. I take a 0-0 right now. I take a 1-0. I take a 2-2. I take a draw right now. I don't think we can just expect to win at Arsenal. Yes, we played 3 games. We've won all 3 and we've got a clean sheets, but it's not going to be an easy game against Arsenal. And even if we play our best, I still don't know if we can win it. Andy says they'll be capable of scoring 3 goals. I think so. I said to my dad yesterday before the game started that they're the best team other than PSG at scoring goals, Rennes. So fair play to us to get a clean sheet. It's just if we can hold it away next week. Callum, yes, I am going on Sunday. I'll probably be seeing you there on the coach. Thomas says, cracking atmosphere last night. It was a lot better than usual at home. A lot better at home anyway. The SK1 guys, obviously I can't remember the actual name of them now, but they were allowed, made the atmosphere a lot more better as well. I think the performances was a lot better as well. I think people were happy with the performance. It was a lot tougher game. It was a lot harder game to kind of play well in. They had the first 20 minutes quite dominating us, to be honest. And then ever since then, we got into the game and really showed that we had the class for it. Luke says, I think it will be a draw. Again, I'll take it. As Callum says here, I think you take a draw as well. I think everyone would against these. As long as you don't lose, I couldn't care less against Arsenal for me. Stephen says, KDH's improving every game. Hopefully he's replaced Tielemans if he goes. To be honest,
That is the one fault for me last night. I don't think Yuri was good again. I don't know why. It just seemed to lack again. I don't want to be negative about him. And even in the press conference, Rogers, he said that he played a lot better than he did against Leeds, which I can say yes he did, but he still wasn't great for me. I think he was the only player that really didn't stand out for me. Andy Medhurst says frustrating that we have won 3 last games, conceded 0 goals, but lost to Forest. And there we go. I said that last night when I was at the pizza place that Forest was a game that changed it. For me, before that, I really wasn't positive about any of it. We lost them. I think we needed to lose to them to just kick us up the arse. Because if we won that, I don't think we would have. I don't think we would be where we are now. 3 wins in a row, clean sheets, all 3 of them. You can't complain at that. And I think we really needed to lose Forest to have any kind of change to the season. Dale says, I will be very happy with a draw. I agree. Win the home games and draw. Don't lose the away games. Yes. Callum says they had a lot of great balls whipped into the box, but no one was attacking them. That's because we're defending better. I guess. Again, Marty did brilliant. She was brilliant. He showed his class again last night. We will get a few people in 2 seconds. John Squire says we'll win Daka hat-trick. I'd love to see it, but I don't. I'm a Daka fanboy, but he's not shown up the last few games, really, for me. I just hope he can do against Arsenal. Lee Baker says, I think we all played well. All opinions, it's always about opinions. You think Yuri played well, fair play. I think for me now, I'd rather see him leave than stay, because I don't think he wants to stay. And that's where you could bring someone else in, like a Mendy maybe, or a Sumare, who we only just signed, and he needs to be put in. There's so many comments. I'll have to bring somebody on in a minute. Daniel says Cags and Marty both looked strong last night. 3 clean sheets in a row. Exactly. I'm sorry, but there's one person that I know is a Leicester fan who absolutely despises Amarty for some weird reason. And I don't know how, because he's been our best defender. To be honest, he's been our best player this whole season. Maybe people could say Kieran and Dewsbury Hall, but for me, the whole season in general, it has to be Amarty. He's absolutely been incredible at centre back this year, and just shows there. I don't think you could say much else. And then the last comment before we bring some people on, Michael says losing to Forest is never good. It's never good, no. But for me, and I think most people would say, I think we should have. I wouldn't say we should have lost, because we needed to win that game to continue in the FA Cup. But it was a loss that we needed to kick us up the absolute arse to make sure we can go forward with it, because we wouldn't have changed if we didn't. So we'll bring Jack on first. Hello, Jack.
Hello, Reedy. How are you?
I'm good, mate.
Good.
What is your thoughts on what I've been saying about, obviously, the defence doing well, obviously, clean sheets, scoring goals, doing well against a European side who, to be honest, is closer at a PSG side for scoring goals. So I think we've done brilliant.
Yeah, we needed to show up last night and show our credibilities and that, and show how good we are as a team. It showed where we are as a football club. We are a top side. We can be at that level. It shows beating a team like Rennes, 4th in the Ligue 1, not far behind PSG for goals. It shows how good they are as a team, but then the Premier League is a whole different gravy to the French League. It's more faster. You get stuck in more, and sometimes it's a leg breaker in the Premier League. I think last night, Rennes had us up for 20 minutes in that first half, and then Leicester settled in the game. We played our way, and what a ball by Kagalar Maldini. Fantastic ball to Barnes. Barnes runs in, and Sharkey at the back gets that ball and smashes it home to make it 1-0. I thought the team did well defensively. Daniel Amarty again, the effing centre-back, that man, Mr. Player of the Season so far. Dewsbury Hall led that midfield once more. He's going to be a right player for the future, Dewsbury Hall, and future Leicester City captain. James Justin, again, a phenomenal performance. The way he took that fullback on with
Oh,
pace,
yeah.
I mean, that's James Justin to a T. I mean, defensively, fantastic. I thought the team put a real shift in, but I felt 1-0 wasn't really good enough to go to their place. But then I'm glad we got that second goal because I think we fully needed that. And it killed the game off. And what a finish by Ian Nacho, and what a build up to the goal it was. And the assist by Mark Albrighton after getting his goal in the Europa Conference League.
Yeah, I'll bring Ross in next because actually before I bring him in, I'll show one picture and then I want his comments straight away from this picture. Let me try and find it before he does come in. There's the picture and then I'll bring him in.
Kevin. Hey up,
Ross,
lads. Hey up.
just
Who invited Ross?
one
Pardon?
word.
What did you say?
Who invited Ross?
Invited me. Well,
Right, one word on O'Brien's goal.
Kevin. No,
Kevin!
I can't. Listen, I've been tested positive for COVID today, so
Oh,
it's
God.
finally caught up with me after 2 years.
Too close to us, Ross. Get off.
What? No, you meeting up players. It's right. Every time I go on Instagram and see you going, I said baby. But no, on Kevin's goal, it was a beauty goal, wasn't it? You know, the way he took it as well, fantastic goal. You know, is he scored in all 3 competitions now? Both Champions League. Is he scored at Europa League?
No.
No,
No, just the Champions League and the Europa Conference League.
All he needs to do now is score in the Europa League, and he's the first Leicester City player to score in all 3 of the European competitions. I think Vardy's done it too, hasn't he? Is Vardy? No,
I think
Vardy's
he's done it. I think he's done it in every single bloody league.
Vardy's
He can,
not done it
obviously,
in
other
the
than
Europa
conference.
yet.
Yeah, other than
All
conference,
Vardy
he's
needs to
done
do
it.
is score in the Europa Conference, and he's the first Leicester player, or even, first Leicester player to do it. So,
Yeah.
I thought he played well last night.
We will move obviously on from Albrighton. But okay, firstly, I've got to. What's the saying? I've got to eat my own words because before the game, I wasn't too sure on him starting, just because I just think we needed a bit more pace and a bit more to it with someone else on the wing, maybe like a Lookman. But he showed what he was there for. And I think I don't think that pass was meant to go to him, but who cares? It went in the net. We will move on to Arsenal then. Clean sheet wise, can anyone see that happening? Or
Away from home, no. Sorry. But so we beat Leeds United at home. Well, yeah, I've just realised you've had your beard shaved, haven't you?
looks like 10 now.
Yeah. Sorry,
Look
where's
like
Jack?
10. There's my hair.
But yeah, and you said Reedy I had crap shit haircuts. Oh, sorry.
Let's just say I'm not taking this hat off.
Oh, come on, Reedy. Take it
Come
off.
on.
Take
Take it off. Take it off.
Take it off.
Mate,
Take it off.
it's because I wore a cap all last night.
Oh.
Come on then. Oh.
Oh.
I
Sorry.
expected him to be bold.
I know,
No.
Baldy Reedy. But no, last 3 wins we've had, obviously, we beat Leeds, beat Burnley away. I mean, that was a big one, that. But obviously now the real test becomes in. I mean, obviously, I know Rennes was a tough game. I know he won, but obviously he said then French league, you know, they're doing well to defend. I think they'll get top 4. But in this league, Arsenal now, so we've already lost to them this season 2-0. And what was one of the best saves I've seen in the Premier League this season from Aaron Ramsdale. Arsenal are going to be very tough. I think this will be a big tester. I think if we really want to take us a bit seriously and get up that table a bit more, because we've got 2 or 3 games in hand or something. So let's hope we can, like a young Burt Reynolds. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to Google him because I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, for me, I don't honestly think we'll get a clean sheet there. But again, like I said, I think I'd take a draw before we even get to the game. And again, it's going to be a hard one. But the way we're playing at the moment, I can't not see us drawing because we're playing brilliant. I think, yes, the game before all 3 of these wins, I think we played our best football, but we lost. But we're grinding out these games now against Burnley, against Leeds, and now against Rennes.
we could really be going into Arsenal, going for that draw, and then
We've got the
going back to
momentum.
Rennes.
That's the thing. We've got the momentum now, because I think if we'd have gone in where we lost every game, this would be a completely different show. Like, we'd be like, we've got to must win against Arsenal. I mean, every game we always want to win. You'd be an idiot if you said, "Oh, we'll go in to draw." You're like, why would you go into that mindset? Your mindset is to win a football match. So again, it'll be a tough game. I really hope we could get a result. I mean, it's a shame Vardy's got injured again. Because it would have been nice to him to score against.
Just like Council says as well.
I
think that's the one thing when I said that after the moment we won that game last night 2-0, I said it's going to be a hard one, but it's going to be even harder now without Vardy, because he's the difference between us winning against Arsenal and not, to be honest.
Yeah.
And what it would be incredible if we could get another clean sheet 4 in a row. You wouldn't have thought about that after we lost to Forest, would you? So
no,
it is a brilliant effort we've done the last few games to get back points wise, and then obviously in the European competition, and going back to Europe. If we go through, that is now going into the quarterfinals, which is very, very good news for Leicester, and we've got to go.
But like
for
I said,
it.
a lot of people, when we first dropped down to the Conference League, let's be honest, I would say half of our fans did not give a rat's ass about the competition. Come on, let's be honest, right? None of I did. I'll tell you why. Because we can still we could be the first champions of that competition. If we don't get top 6, which at the minute is highly doubtful at the minute, judging by results and all that stuff. But if let's say we came 10th and we won the Conference League, we're in the Europa League next season. So it's not, yes, it's been a disappointing Premier League season, but at least we've won a domestic trophy. Yes, it's the Conference League. Then that progresses. You progress to the next competition, which is the Europa League. We can, that's not bad to be fair. Sorry, reading that comment. But it progresses to it. So now all these Leicester fans that are going to suddenly go, oh yeah, we want to win this. Were you saying that when we got knocked out of the Europa League and said about it? I was one of the first to say. I first came on when Felipe's show and said, let's go for it. Yes, it's a step down from it. Or Brendan Rodgers said he didn't even know what the competition was.
I think that was a bit of a bad thing for him to say, but realistically, I even said last night, I went, this is the only competition we really have left to get somewhere in this season. Yes, we could still try and go a bit higher up in the league, but we're not going to get a place that we need to next season. So this is the only way in. And the performance last night showed we can. I said at the Peace Place that the last night's team that we played against is probably one of the hardest teams we play in this cup. So if we can get past these, we can get past any of them.
They're the first. That was their first defeat in the Conference League, because they won their group. They beat Tottenham twice. I think they drew 1 or something. And like I said, they play very well. They're a team that are on the up in the French league. They're a very good side. I've scouted them a bit myself. They're a very good team. That right back for him, he was a bit of a handful. Traore.
Of course, you know him.
Yeah, obviously he's in my team. Well, he's on a serious note though. He was a good player for him, and they.
Well, Barnes didn't look at that, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Barnes didn't look at that when he played against him, did he?
Barnes.
Oh, we'll just run past him, mate.
Oh, Barnes. Right. For some reason, I thought you said Barnes. It must be this COVID stuck in my head. But no, it'd be a tough away. Obviously, go in France. It's in France. I don't know what their weather's like in France. It's probably dull.
Just keep saying France, mate.
Yeah, we're going there. So it'll be tough, and hopefully we can get past them and then go from there. Because let's not get with the only English team in this competition.
Dan Hall says, realistically, we need to get 3 wins, stay up. I honestly think we're pretty much already staying up at the moment. There's so many teams below us now that's really struggling. All eggs in one basket and going for the Europa League Conference and get a place in Europe next season. Exactly. That's what I'd do. And don't get me wrong, I was thinking I couldn't care less about the Conference League. The moment that penalty got missed for, was it Warsaw?
But would have got knocked out by
Barcelona. I was just like, I can't be arsed now. But yeah, looking at it now, we're getting closer and closer. We're already near enough to the quarterfinals, so you've got to keep it going. But I think someone else said about Arsenal saying
Arsenal are the team in form. We need to keep a
Yeah.
clean sheet against them. That we have done well. And like I say, if
The
we
fourth minute,
compete, I'll have a quick check.
Google, Google, read it. I
But
think
go
the
on,
fourth.
go on to Arsenal then. Who are your threats going into the game, and who would you play in the team coming into the Arsenal game then?
I forgot. I'm not. We're not saying anybody because we don't. Because they're not threats. It's because I can't remember who their players are. If I'm honest.
So no Saka, no
Oh yeah, Saka and Emile
Martinelli,
Smith-Rowe.
no.
Smith Rowe.
So then, sorry. Now you mention it. Yeah, I think Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe,
Arsenal are in fourth.
are fourth. Yeah, but like I said, let's not forget everyone wrote them off when they were 3 games in and bottom at league, and for some reason Tottenham won the league back in August, if you remember, when they were top for about.
But Arsenal have won 4 in a row and then drew.
There you go, exactly. So
10 unbeaten.
Sunday's going to be a very. I would take a draw. Obviously, we all want to win, but I would take a draw. And if we're going to lose, I'd rather lose in style than get battered. Yeah, we'll do that. Listen, Newcastle are on fire at the minute. So when that comes along, which obviously, thanks for lift chat by the way to Newcastle when it comes to it. But
what do you all see from the Arsenal weaknesses? And if so, who do you have to come with them as weaknesses? So really saying that if someone like Saka or Alex Smith Rowe, who's going to be the player on our team to actually stop them doing what they need to do?
Saka plays up right mid, doesn't he? It'll be Luke Thomas.
And again, I don't think he had a bad game yesterday. I think every single player had a good game, and we keep going back and forth, but I think for me last night, I think Brighton was man of the match because
Kevin, yep.
just because of the assist, I think puts him on edge
100%.
to win it. But
I agree with what you said before you brought me in about Nacho scoring that goal. That is a massive goal, key goal, because obviously if let's say Rennes win 1-0 against us next week, we've won by a goal on aggregate. And away goals don't count now, which is a shame because I loved away goals. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was interesting. So,
but obviously they have to score 3 to even win the game unless we even score 1. If we score 1 there, they've got to get 4, which is very hard for them to do.
PSG.
Oh, we don't talk about them.
I know. I'm just saying.
Shut up, Ross.
We don't talk about them bottlers.
The fact that we've actually we've got further than PSG on most of occasions. No, we have.
Yeah, I guess. Here's a question from Ross.
I did.
Ross,
I actually asked him. I can't remember his name. It could date Adrian or Graham, so I can't remember his name. Something about it. But
Jack's
I love his picture. Look at that face. But no, we're still the only team to beat Sevilla in the English teams.
Yes,
West Ham lost them yesterday.
Highlight was JJ running down the wing before he got subbed off. He was getting the stamina and legs back. That run was incredible. Getting past one player, then another player, then another player. You just a shame he lost it on that last bit of run.
How old are you in that on your profile picture, Jack? Then
I think it was taken like last year.
Last year, shut up. You look about 12.
So going into the Arsenal game, then before we finish this show off, we need score predictions.
Oh.
Ross, go first before I drop you out.
2-1 Leicester. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet against Arsenal. I think Saka or Emile Smith-Rowe will score for them. Or like Gabriel. Actually, he scored against us back in August. Sorry, September, October.
Gabriel, yeah.
Yep, sorry. Oh, sorry, Gabriel. And then I think for us, I think Barnes and I think Nacho or Daka. Depends who starts or subs or whatever. I just think that we could get a result. If you'd have asked me this 3 weeks ago, I would have said Arsenal about 4-0. But now, obviously, 3 wins in a row. Obviously, still on the fence at the minute in regards to Brendan. Obviously, at the minute, some people are, some people are not. So, I think 2-1 Leicester. It's a 4:30 kickoff. Is that right?
Yes.
4:30 kickoff. Oh, that means we've got to put up with Martin Tell and bloody Alan Smith, don't we?
Don't know. We wouldn't. We'll be at the game.
Well, no, but obviously people that can't get to the Everards. Sorry, Reedy and Jack. We're not all rich like you.
I'm just saying we won't be able to hear him in there. So
all right, sorry, but for people that are watching it, obviously, I can't go anywhere. So I've got to stay in.
Yeah.
I know you don't have to self-isolate, but I'm taking precautions. But yeah, 2-1 Leicester, I'm going to say.
Okay, and then Jack, before we do end off.
It's going to be a tough game. They're 10 games unbeaten in all competition, so they're a threat.
Catfish.
Of course they are.
Sorry, someone's commented.
You what?
Someone.
Jack the catfish?
What about I think it's all about the profile picture.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be a difficult game. Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith Rowe. There'll be a massive threat. Lacazette, I mean, they'll be bigging him up.
I forgot about him.
I mean, we've got to run it their defence, cause them all sorts of problems, get it to Barnes, run it them. I mean, if Leicester City can defend with a Martin Siunchu, I don't think we'll have a problem at the weekend. Ricardo could be back as well. So does that mean James Justin could be moving to left back and Luke Thomas getting dropped? So I'm going to go 3-2 Leicester. I think it'll be goals galore at the Emirates.
Okay.
You sat to the front, Jack, this time?
No, I'm not sat at the front, but I'm next to the Arsenal fans, so never get a bit of that.
And then for me, I'm going to go for
You're on Lad
1-0.
Bible later on.
I'm going to go for 1-0.
Give some of that.
1-0, and I think I'm going to say Maddison to score. And I think
Who do you play,
I think-
Maddison or Tillerman?
I think there'll be a red card in this game.
Oh, there always is.
Probably that Grant Xhaka, whatever you call it, he gets sent off all the time.
Do you even play?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They've
All I
got
know
Odegaard
is
as well, haven't they?
There'll be a red card in this game, without a shadow of a doubt.
That'll be Ben White.
And that is time for you to go then, Ross.
And I'm going to try. I'm going to. Well, no, it is. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to bed early. I would say. I don't know if any of you two have had it.
I've had it twice, mate. So.
Mate, I've got massive. I'm surprised I'm even still talking on this. To be fair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right, Ross. Hope you get better from COVID, and we'll see you maybe on the watch along on Sunday.
Yeah, well, I'll see if I'll see what's cracks. But yeah, it's in a bit.
All right, no worries, see you in a bit, mate. And Jack, appreciate you coming on. Well, sorry, catfish. But we'll catch you at the Arsenal game, obviously. And hopefully we can get a win.
Yeah, hopefully.
No worries.
It should be a good Sunday.
Yep. Right. See you in a bit, mate. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you all coming in. Make sure you do check out all the socials down below, as you can see here. Please go and get your likes and follows and everywhere if you can possibly. Again, thank you for all the sponsors today. Can't do it without it, really. And went to Pukka Pies last night, so not Pukka Pies, went to Pieces. So yeah, can't wait to get more pizza in on another Europa League night. And yeah, thank you for all your comments. Dan, again, appreciate you coming in. We obviously know personally, so appreciate it. And Fee, before we do go, yes, who's doing the watch along? I think it's Tom. I think it is. I'm not too sure, but I think it's Tom at the moment. So I'm not 100%. It could be him. I think it is. So yeah, appreciate you coming in again, and we'll catch you all on the next show. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.